Early, I used to be the guy that would always be in everybody's ear, telling them everything I thought they should do. But I realized that you kind of gotta hide the medicine inside the candy. But when you start to grow and you start to, see things, sometimes, you lose people. I have friends that never left the north side of Houston. Like, they've never seen the other side of the city. And, somebody could laugh at that. To me, that's like, man, you don't have ambition to want to see that side. Some of them are like, nah, I'm stuck in my ways. And they feel like they're doing it for real reasons. They're keeping it real and staying so loyal to this thing that raised them. But it's like, you can still be loyal to your side of town by knowing what the other side is about. Matter of fact, you might know how to help your side even better by understanding what's happening on the other side. I think people can focus on your passion. They can tell when you're authentic. All these things you start to hone in on and get really, really good at. And then people will start to listen, all these things. And I always had these things resting in my head because, you almost feel like you don't belong a lot of times in all these different places. As an African-American kid in the city, you're in certain areas and people are looking at you like you don't belong. You go to church and they're looking at you like, what are you doing here? Because you show up with a hoodie. Some people just have it in them. Early, it just starts and they just get in the muscle memory of just doing things. There's so many things in our lives that we're scared about, but we're still here. We made it past all these things. I guess during my life, I saw so many things that seemed scary and was able to make them through that it's just like now, the things that seem so scary to people is just not as scary to me. When I think about venture capitalists and tech and entrepreneurship and all these people from MIT and Stanford, it was a little intimidating before I got into it, but I was like, have you seen where I came from, what I've been through? Like, I've seen some things that I wouldn't wish on any kid to see. So I'm like, it just doesn't seem that scary to me. And if you fail, so what? You start over and you do it again. But most people, that fear of failure is the thing that I think prevents them from like really, really being successful. And then also it's like a lot of other things that are just difficult to do. When you tell people the answer to success, it's a lot of hard stuff. You got to work hard, right? Nobody wants to hear that. Everybody wants a shortcut, Some people understand that. They appreciate the progress, If you tell people right now, hey, if you want to lose this many pounds, this is what you got to do. There's no short solution. But every time, there's still people out there selling whatever Herbalife treatment or whatever to try to get you the quick, short route because people believe that, I'm going to do it the easy way. And there is no easy way. When you're chiseling on a rock, you can chisel for a long time. And you can chisel 100 times, 200 times, 300 times, and it won't break. And then when you get to 5,000 times, it finally breaks. But all the work that you did is what made it break. It's not like the last one just broke it, you know what I mean? It takes that, but sometimes people don't want to start that journey, They don't want to get on the mission of becoming the best that they can be. But I think people like me come from places where we're motivated by things that we're not trying to go back to. Sometimes it's a very dark place. It's all kind of things that you're just trying to put in the back of your head, compartmentalize, and just move on. But that thing will kind of push people like me to kind of be successful. And I think that's why I see so many friends and people that I know that made it out, entrepreneurial. Think about all the successful people LeBron James. And you go back to their stories, you'll see, single parent and so many things that you wouldn't wish on other people, but were propelling them to try to succeed. And I feel like everybody needs a little bit of that push.